everybody, it's Crystal. How is everybody doing today? So, first off, I do have a tutorial for this hat. If you look under my nice, neatly organized playlist on my channel, you will see it underneath the hat section. It's probably at least 50 hats on there that you could choose from. Remember, I'm not only a yarn channel, I teach crochet, and I have hundreds and hundreds of crochet tutorials. I'll put a playlist of all my tutorials at the end of the video and in the description box in case you're new and you want to check them out. So today, I received something in the mail today, and it is from Lionbrand yarns. Okay, I must tell you, because I am a completely honest person, I did not purchase this yarn, nor did I ask them to send it to me. They sent it to me at their own free will at no cost to me. I'm going to see what's in it. Remember, I didn't pay for it. I didn't ask for it. You know, if you follow my channel, you know that I always buy my own yarns. But every once in a while, a yarn company will send me yarns, and, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, they send them, and then it's done with. So, but I'm always honest. Hey, they sent me this. I didn't ask them to, but here it is. Okay. I don't know why I have a can of coffee in here. I don't know why I have half the crap in here I have. My room's so messy, I can't even move around. I need to call OSHA, I guess, on myself for the working conditions that I work in. Alright, that's just a joke. It's just a joke. It's my humor. It's probably not even that funny. I won't cut myself, I promise. I try not to. Even if I did, you guys could watch me sew myself up with a needle and thread, because there's no way I would go to the hospital and get stitches during the COVID-19 outbreak. Okay, so this is what we have in here. Okay, finishing touches, 5 crochet accessories. It's a book with stuff in it. Oh, patterns, I guess. Cool. No need for that, but hey, some people will. So this looks like their new cover story yarn. I have seen this at a couple places. I seen it on their website. I seen it on their eBay store, and I actually seen that it was either at Joann's or it said coming to Joann's. Maybe if it's there yet or not, I'm not sure. They had a picture of it, but let's check it out. Okay, cover story. So this is a very big ball of blanket yarn. Okay, I do have to say it's a very clever name. Play on words, you know, because you make a cover with it. Very cool name. I do like the name. I am not a fan of blanket yarns, though. They are some of my least favorite type of yarns, are blanket yarns. But, you know what? I'm going to read about it. I always give the yarner for a fair chance. Make an afghan with just 1 cake. Beginner pattern inside. Okay. It's 2.2 pounds / 1 kilogram. 547 yards or 500 meters of a 100% polyester, machine washable and dryable. Made in China, classified as a super bulky 6. Knitting needle size is an 8 millimeter. I don't know much about knitting needles. I always mess them up. And crochet hook size would be a 9 millimeter. That would be what I would use too if I was to do something with it. The color that I have in my hand is called Astro. Well, let's open this up and check it out. Okay, so the color's pretty. It will be variegated yarn, so therefore it will be probably pretty busy of a yarn, which isn't bad for blankets. It's soft. It does have the feel that of Bernat, baby Bernat blanket yarn, you know. It may seem like it's a little bit softer feeling. You know what this actually reminds me of is I want to make a blanket yarn. Do you guys remember that yarn? I actually bought that at Walmart when it first came out. Lionbrand, I want to make a blankie. Oh, I did a review on this. I'm going to check the yardage out and stuff and see what we got here. Okay. This is actually bigger than this one. Okay, so I could kind of tell by feeling it. Okay, so this is 437 yards of a bulky 6 that I want to make a blankie. If you guys are familiar with that, it's been out for a little bit. You know, you can find it on Walmart and stuff. I believe it's on Walmart's website. So 400, or Lionbrand's website, 437 yards. This is 547. So almost 110 more yards, which will get you quite a bit more leverage, especially when you're dealing with a bulky 6. But like I said, I'm not a fan of blanket yarn. Now, I did, when I reviewed that, it appears to be about the same. I did notice that it seems to be the chenille, or whatever it is, polyester fooling stuff, is not as tight, in my opinion. This is only my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a fan of blanket yarn. I rarely use it. But from my experience with blanket yarn, I have had it several times in my life, and I have used it. It seems that this one is not as tightly, the fibers are not as tightly spun around the string that it's attached to, which gives it the feel to be a little bit softer. And that was my same assessment that I had with the I want to make a blankie yarn. Now, when I saw this cover story on their site, I seen it, and I did not purchase it for a couple reasons. Now, I thought that their colors were very pretty. I'll show you the other color too. It was actually my favorite. I thought the colors were very pretty, but I don't like blanket yarn. So that was one reason I didn't purchase it. And I actually thought it would be the exact same as the I want to make a blankie. I already have 3 big cakes of that sitting here waiting for me to make a blankie out of it, which I haven't done yet. I will, or eventually. But anyways, so I'm going to pop this label gently, and I'm going to see what it says inside as far as pattern wise goes. Okay, so they have a knit pattern, okay, inside here. I don't knit. That would serve me no purpose. Even if I did, I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't use that pattern anyways. But it looks like I don't know nothing about knitting patterns. It does say it's a beginner pattern. Give me 1 second. I'm going to bring it up on their website. Okay, so I'm going to go over this a little bit thoroughly with you, because I can tell you right off that it's not a cheap yarn. But is it worth it? So it says that cover story is a bulky 6 chenille that you've been looking for. It comes in a range of sophisticated neutrals and multicolors. Enjoy its rich velvety texture as you create plush afghans and cozy accessories. This yarn works out fast and with plenty of yardage in each 1,000 gram cake, enough to knit a 48 by 52 blanket. You'll have fewer ends to weave in after stitching your projects. 100% polyester, machine wash and dry. Okay, so it appears that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 colors. 1, 2, 3. Looks like half are variegated and half are solid. Okay, so You know, if you probably know this, if you know, an avid knitter or avid crocheter, it does take more yarn to crochet than it does to knit. So if this makes a 48 by 52 blanket, one of these, you crochet it, the blanket will be smaller than that. But they do, which I also mentioned in the I want to make a blankie, they do have it going for them that it's just one huge cake. It's a big cake. It's bigger than that cake. It's a big cake. Big old cake. Okay, so let's do a little price comparison. Compare on Lionbrand.com. Not on sale. This is $32.99. Yikes. I know. That was something that steered me away from buying it. I'm not gonna lie, it did. Let's go to, I'm on Yarn Inspirations now, who makes Bernat blanket yarn. Let's do a little comparison. Okay, so their Bernat blanket yarn, which I said is similar to this, except for this seems like maybe, like I said, the feel of it is not as tight, so it gives it more of a plush feeling to me, in my opinion. And like I said, I did say the same thing about I want to be a blankie whenever I reviewed that. 300 grams, a 300 gram ball is $10.99. Okay, this is 1 kilogram. So three of the Bernat blanket yarns would be 900 grams. Say $11 a piece, $33. So price wise, not on sale. They're competitive. So I would say that even though this has like an extremely, I mean, it's a scary price tag, you know, that's enough to scare anybody away. If you do the comparison, which I just did, as having to buy 3 Bernat blanket, their big balls, at Yarn Inspirations for $10.99, in comparison, it's actually just, it's competitive. It's pretty close to the same. Bernat's just a little teeny tiny bit more money. But remember, you can find Bernat on sale, blanket yarn, pretty much anywhere. This is new. Now, I do know that it will be on Joann's, if it's not already. I seen it, I think last night. I'm not sure if it said coming soon or they already had it. I'm gonna look because I want to be thorough with you. Okay, I'm on Joann's website and they do appear to have it available for sale. At the making of this video, 7/17/2020, it is on sale right now for $26.39. That makes it a little even better when you compare it to Bernat. But remember, Bernat's on sale too. Joann's, you can always use a 40% off coupon. I think they have those still. I don't shop at Joann's in store very much, so you know, which would make it half the price of $32.99. That would, in my opinion, really probably make this worth buying. You know, if you could get 40% off of it, definitely, for sure. But like I said, even at the price tag of $32.99, which seems extremely high, it's a competitive price if you compare it to the regular price of Bernat. Never buy anything full price. You know that. You wait for a sale. Lionbrand has sales. Joann's has sales. Like I said, they're having one right now. They have 20% off, or 40% off coupons, 30% off coupons. That would be the best time to buy this. Now, as far as crocheting a blanket with it, I really think that you would need to make a big enough blanket, you know, to be, like I said, I don't knit, so a 48 by 52 knitted blanket, you know, that sounds pretty cool. I don't know, crochet wise, if it can make a 30 by 30 out of one of them, which it's possible it could crochet. That's baby blanket size, so that would be fine. But if you're wanting a bigger lap gown, you're going to need to get a couple of them, definitely, for sure. So I'm going to show you this other color, which is actually my favorite when I saw it on the site, because I just hadn't purchased them yet. I would have purchased them eventually when they were on sale, but I just hadn't got around to it. This one is super cool. The color of this one is, it's called Oro, O-R-O. It looks like a calico cat. I think that one's really neat. And as you can see, like I said, it's variegated. The color changes appear to be about 3 to 4 inches apart. With some specks of little, maybe half-inch colors in there. I don't know. I'm not really gonna break it open and work it out for you, but I'll tell you what you can do. I did notice that on Lionbrand's Facebook page, you know, I stock yarn websites all the time. All of them. I think Shira, Lionbrand's ambassador, might have did an unboxing of this today, and she had some samples crocheted up, and one of them was this one. And I thought it looked really cool, and at that instant, I already thought that it looked kind of like animal printy, but when I saw the sample that she had worked up, it reminded me of a calico cat. It's super cool looking. So this one is my favorite color. So good props to Lionbrand, whoever picked out the colors for me. Good job on that one. This blue one is very, very pretty too. Blue and a burgundy, purple, light blue, wine color. They all go really, really well together. When I first saw this, I don't like I said, I don't like blanket yarn. I rarely use it. And I saw it, and I thought to myself, you know, it's just way too much money. But I thought it was just going to be a knockoff of the baby blanket yarn. But now that I see that there's more yardage in the cover story, which would make it more money than that one. And when you do the comparison to Bernat versus the cover story, it's not bad. You don't like sewing in ends, especially with a thick yarn. It's hard to sew those in my opinion. This would be a good to go. So like I said, when I saw it, I didn't buy it because of the price. I didn't buy it because I don't like blanket yarn. And I probably would, like I said, I would have bought it eventually. It's just I was waiting for it to go on sale. Thank you, Lionbrand, for sending it to me. Please never have to do that. That's not what I like to buy my own yarn. But you did send this to me, and I am an honest person. I will say, if you like blanket yarn, it's not a bad yarn. It's, like I said, first thing going for it's the name, but then the yarn is actually, in my opinion, softer than Bernat. But anyways, if you like blanket yarn, and like I told you the comparability, I told you how, you know, you could get it on sale at Joann's. It's probably would be better to buy the big cake. I mean, especially for the cool factor. I always like the cool factor. But not only that, you could get it on sale cheaper than Bernat. Of course, like I said, you can always find Bernat cheaper too, I suppose. But even both of them being on sale, I think they would both be very competitive. So it's got the not having to sew in tails going for it. It's got the a little bit softer, that's just me, remember, in my opinion, than Bernat blanket yarn. Super cool colors. I don't not like any of the colors, or I do not, I mean, there's actually a blue, even though I hate blanket yarn, I have made like sweatshirts and stuff out of it. And you know what I might do? I might make a bag out of this right here, a winter bag out of this color. And then we'll see some more. I particularly don't make blankets. I hate it. I rarely make them. Once in a while, a baby blanket. So if I get a yarn meant for blankets, I'll make something else out of it. But this doesn't really have to be blanket yarn, like I said. I'd probably make a bag out of this. If and when I will. But when I use it, that's probably what I would do with it. More than likely. Because the colors are cool. So my overall assessment is that it's comparable to blanket yarn. It's a little softer than blanket yarn, yardage wise and everything is okay. $32.99, comparable, full price. This is comparable to full price Bernat. Buy it on sale if you can. Colors are pretty. Go on Joann's and look at their colors. I always say that I rate their yarns on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, I don't want you to think, I even though they sent me this yarn at no cost to me, without asking me, I don't like it. I prefer to buy my own yarns. I always rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. Now, I told you all the pros and cons of it to me. 7. It only gets a 7 for me. It gets a 7 for me because I'm not a huge blanket yarn fan. If you like blanket yarn, you like to make blankets with it, it's probably something you're really going to enjoy. Like I said, but me, will I buy it again? They got a really pretty blue I like. Variegated blue that I have up. And it is on sale at Joann's. I might buy that one or two of those to make. Like I said, I don't like to make blankets, but every once in a while surprise people and make one. I might buy 2 of those and make a blanket, see how many it takes to crochet a blanket. I'm curious. But this one, I think I will make a bag, and I might start on it really soon. I think that would make a cool looking bag. So that's my assessment. I like it. You know, it's a nice soft blanket yarn. Price is competitive. Always buy it on sale when you can. I only give it a 7 because blanket yarn is just not my favorite yarn. If I liked blanket yarn, it would have got a higher rating for me. But I don't see anything wrong with it. I honestly don't. So that's my review. I do want to say, Lionbrand, if you're watching, please don't send me free yarn. Not that I don't appreciate it. It's just I like to buy my own yarns. That's just the best way for me to do that. So, but I mean, it's a nice surprise. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate it, and I like to buy my own. That's how Bagoday Crochet rolls. People know that. So that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye.